Hi, it's Big Al from DynoFlash. How you doing? I hope everyone's having a great Labor Day weekend. I just got the F12 back. I love this car. Look at the lines on this thing. I love the rear end. I just got it detailed, and also we got the Formula One transmission shifting fluid and manual transmission fluid change, which has to happen every 10 years. And we fixed the sticky panel on the dash. You can see from Sticky RX, we got it 100% now. And also, we have the transmission tunnel buttons, brand new. There they are. Those came from Sticky RX also. And I got my floor mat fixed, but they do have a floor mat cover over it. And they got everything detailed up for me, really nice. It's looking good. A little trip down memory lane. Way back in the day, one of the OGs of racing, Chris Ratto, gave me this photo, poster, and he signed it for me. Big Al, you're the man. Keep up the good work and get that Subaru into the 11s. Well, I actually got it into the 10s, but that was a long time ago. This was my M5, 1992. And that was my 2005 or 6, I can't remember, Absol 600. And that was my first WRX at Autocross, I think, when I first got it. I started the whole journey. But on to bigger and better things. It's looking really great. They did a great job. It looks like brand new. It's a 10-year-old car, but we had to get some maintenance done on it because of the year of the car. It's 10 years old, so we had to have the main belts changed and the transmission fluid changed. Everything else is up to par. It seems like I do have a little bit of a issue starting with the leather there. Hopefully that doesn't get too bad. But I'm glad we got the sticky button piece fixed. It looks so much better with that in there. Tomorrow we're gonna take it for a ride.
Hi, good morning. It's Paulo again. I have the rear under panel off of the car, exposed the gearbox here. And I've been draining the fluid now for about 2 hours. So there's two types of fluid in this gearbox. There's a hydraulic fluid that actuates the clutches, and then there's a gear oil that lubricates the gears. So these 3 drain plugs right here drain the 2 fluids. And then I'll be filling the gearbox fluid from the rear here. And then the hydraulic actuation fluid gets filled through here. And then there's a process to check both levels using a scan tool, monitoring fluid temperatures, and setting the levels to the correct position. So everything looks good back here. That small seep I saw on the previous video was just that, just a tiny seep. I cleaned it all up. No concern really anywhere else on the car. Just cleaning everything back up now. And once I get everything cleaned up, I'll put the drain plugs back in, set the levels, and then do a couple other tests on the gearbox to reinitialize and learn everything, and then do what's called a valve scroll cleaning, which is actually going to move some internal components and clean everything out. Once that's done, I'll put the under panel back on, road test it, make sure everything's good to operate, and then after returning, I'll verify the level again, and then check for any faults. After this, I'll jump up front and replace the drive belts. In addition, while I'm back here, I'm going to address some of these missing fasteners and some of the ones that were kind of cross-threaded or seized. So I'll get those back in order and touch base with you soon. Thanks. Hey, good morning again, Paulo. So I have the old belts off and the new belts are now on. Both the alternator drive belt and the power steering air conditioning belt. Both are now properly routed and retensioned. And while I had the belts off, I took the liberty to clean up a little bit around here. There was just a little bit of grime. I cleaned off all the pulley surfaces and the grooves inside the pulleys just to rid it of any previous rubber or anything like that. So both new belts are installed. And now I'll put that front under panel back up, reattach everything, and then set the level of the gearbox. Set all the tire pressures, torque the wheels, and take it for a short road test. Here are your two old belts. You can see there is a little bit of cracking starting to form on them, as well as a little bit of fraying inside the grooves. And then on the alternator belt, you can see a little bit of the shininess inside. So the belt was definitely wearing and starting to glaze over, losing its friction material. So I'll continue up with the rest of the service on the car. And if anything else comes up, I'll let you know, but everything on the car looks good to go. So I will finish up with the rest of it. And then we'll get it all detailed for you. And we'll get it back to you for the weekend. Thanks again.